Hi! Oh my goodness. Hi there. I'm going to read some books today, and I'm figuring out how to use this. So it's very exciting. If anybody is out there and you have some favorite books, I would love to know. Okay. All right, and Sophia, call me if you can't see me or hear me. Okay. So many cool books. Hi. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to read this. Let's see. Oh, wait. Do you know this one? What do you do, dear? Oh. Books are coming by. Okay. Hi. I am just here to say hello. My name is Carolyn, and I'm going to read some stories today. I'm so excited that I get to read stories. So I have to put on my story reading glasses. And I'm going to start with this story called Frederick. Can you see him? He's a little mouse. So this book is called Frederick by Leo Lionni. And it says his name over and over. Frederick, 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 Frederick. Okay. All along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty little family of field mice had their home. I like the field mice climbing on the rocks. But the farmers had moved away, the barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. See them all working hard? Except Frederick. What's he gonna do? Let's see. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. Let's see. And when they saw Frederick sitting there, staring at the meadow, they said, And now, Frederick? I gather colors, answered Frederick simply, for winter is gray. What's he doing on that rock? And once, Frederick seemed half asleep. Are you dreaming, Frederick? They asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, Oh, no, I am gathering words. for the winter days are long and many, and we'll run out of things to say. The winter days came. And when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. There they go. In the beginning, there was lots to eat. And the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. I have a friend who's listening to this story. But little by little, they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. I wonder what Frederick's going to do. Let's see. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. What about your supplies, Frederick? They asked. Look at them. They all want to know. They're all looking at Frederick. Okay. Close your eyes, said Frederick, as he climbed up on a big stone. Now, I send you the rays of the sun. Do you feel how they're gold and glow? And as Frederick spoke of the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? And how about the colors, Frederick? They asked anxiously. Close your eyes again, Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles, the red poppies in the yellow wheat, and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds. It's a little hard to turn that page. Let's see. One more question. And the words, Frederick? Frederick cleared his throat, waited a moment, and then, as if from a stage, he said, Who scatters the snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice, like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat. And winter is last with little cold feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons are 4? Think of a year with one less or one more. When Frederick had finished, they all applauded. But Frederick, they said, you are a poet. Frederick blushed, took a bow, and shyly said, I know it. It's one of my favorite books. I hope you liked it. It was one of my books when I was a little girl. I have another book here called, see if you can see it, 39 Uses for a Friend. I think that's pretty good. So many uses for friends. Okay. 39 uses for a friend. Can you see it okay? I'm going to make sure you can see it okay. Okay, there we go. Because the pictures are really good in this. So here's the first one. Alarm clock. Can you see him waking his friend up? Hey, wake up. Get up, you. Audience. I think this is an excellent use for a friend. Yep. Somebody has to applaud. Okay, here we go. Trailblazer. First mate. If you go on an adventure in a boat. Uh-oh. Here's one. Accomplice. That's somebody who helps you do something that maybe you're not supposed to. Guard. Got a clubhouse. Got to have a guard. Oh boy, here's several. Hairdresser. You know, somebody to do your braids. Sprinkler. Yeah, if it's hot and you're playing outside. Spotter. Very important for gymnastics. Back scratcher. Can you see that one? Yeah. When my back itches, I need a friend. Rope holder, definitely, for jump rope. Napkin. Have you ever wiped your hands on somebody's sleeve? I think that's kind of funny. Retriever. Going after the frisbee. Sometimes the frisbee gets stuck on the roof. And here, storyteller. Oh, that's a really good use for a friend. I love all the pictures in this book. Okay. Model. And what does this one say? Manicurist. It's nice, doing each other's nails. Coach. Yeah. I had a friend who taught me to play softball. She was my coach. Chef. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my best meals that I make. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh, this is a good one. Listener. You know how sometimes you really need a friend to listen? And backrest. Yeah, just get out and sit down and sit back to back. Definitely dancing partner. And air conditioner. Yep. They are fanning each other off. Perfume sniffer. Hand holder. I love that. Comedian. Yeah, I need somebody to make me laugh. Need a friend for that. Co-pilot. Pillow. It's a good use for a friend. Ladder. Help me climb up on the tree. Yeah. Okay. Turning the page. Garbage disposal. I think the cat's going to wind up being the garbage disposal. See under the table? Wait, I'm not doing it right. There you go. Hand warmer. My hands are cold. Hold my hand. Oh my gosh. I should look more closely. They have their hands in each other's pockets. Wait a minute. Can you see? There it is. And, okay. Taxi. Taxi. And timekeeper. How fast did I run? Photographer. Doctor. How are you feeling there? You doing okay? Yeah, I'm okay. And I'm turning another page. Bug remover! Get that bug out of my house. Worm handler. Somebody's got to put the worms on the hooks, huh? If you go fishing. Phone buddy. I think right now a lot of friends are phone buddies and Facebook buddies and Zoom buddies. Lamp holder. When you camp out. Best friends today and tomorrow. Yep. I think that was 39. Friends are so useful, it says on the back. They are. Friends are really wonderful. I love my friends. Okay. I have one more little book. That was my book when I was a little girl, and I am old enough to be a grandmother. So, it's a pretty old book. But it's a book by a woman named Sesyle Johnson, and the pictures are by Maurice Sendak. And Maurice Sendak, he's done all kinds of pictures for things like the book Where the Wild Things Are, and he's even designed sets for the theater. And I think he's amazing. And I thought you might like these pictures. It is called What Do You Say, Dear? And it is advertised as a handbook of etiquette for young ladies and gentlemen to be used as a guide for everyday social behavior. So, there you go. First picture. What do you say, dear? You are downtown, and there is a gentleman giving baby elephants to people. You want to take one home because you have always wanted a baby elephant. But first, the gentleman introduces you to each other. What do you say, dear? Here's the picture. What do you say, dear? How do you do? You are picking dandelions and columbines outside the castle. Suddenly, a fierce dragon appears and blows red smoke at you. But just then, a brave knight gallops up and cuts off the dragon's head. What do you say, dear? Thank you very much. You are a cowboy riding around the range. Suddenly, Bad-Nosed Bill comes up behind you with a gun. He says, "Would you like me to shoot a hole in your head?" What do you say, dear? No, thank you. He's got really good manners. You are a nurse, and you rush to see a patient because a dinosaur bit him. You bandage him all up, and he says, "Oh, nurse, you have saved my life. Thank you." What do you say, dear? You're welcome. He had a lollipop. You have gone downtown to do some shopping. You are walking backwards because sometimes you like to, and you bump into a crocodile. What do you say, dear? Excuse me. Excuse me. You are at a wedding party because you are the bride. You have a fine husband and an enormous wedding cake, and you are going to live happily ever after, only first You are very, very hungry. What do you say, dear? Would you please pass the cake? You are at the princess's ball, and she is telling you a secret. But her orchestra of bears is making such a fearful lot of noise you cannot hear what she is saying. That way, sorry. What do you say, dear? I beg your pardon. Heh. It's a very old book. You go to London to see the Queen. She says, "Oh, you must stay for dinner. We are having spaghetti." So you do. And there is spaghetti for the appetizer, spaghetti for the main dish, and a spaghetti salad. By the time the Queen's Guard brings spaghetti for dessert, you cannot fit in your chair anymore and you want to leave the table. Yipes. What do you say, dear? Well, I'll tell you. You say, "May I please be excused?" The guard is eating the rest of the spaghetti. Oh. There's a little dog in just about every picture. Okay. You are flying around in your airplane, and you remember that the Duchess said, "Do drop in for tea sometime." So you do. Only it makes a rather large hole in her roof. What do you say, dear? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's the dogs hanging onto the chandelier. Okay. You are a dangerous pirate, and you have captured a fine lady to take on your ship. Every morning when you untie her so she can eat breakfast, she says, "Good morning, how are you?" What do you say, dear? Fine, thank you. How are you? I don't think that's a very scary pirate. He's very polite. All your friends come to your house for a party. The princess brings her orchestra of bears, and they play 2 dances, but then they want to eat everybody up. What do you say, dear? You say, "This is the end. Goodbye." Bye-bye. Bye. And that's the end of story time today. I'm so glad you came. And I hope you have so much fun for the rest of the day. All right. Bye, everybody.